Hello! We're going to do a little video about how to take care of a bow. The bow is not anything too complicated. There's just a few pieces you have to understand. The first is the screw. If your bow has very loose hair, which it should when you're done playing, you should always loosen the hair, then you just have to twist it to tighten it. Righty-tighty. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 or so good turns. It gets a little hard to turn after a while. Don't tighten it to the point where the stick is straight. We want it to have a little bit of that bend this way, kind of like a smile. See, it's got that little bit of an arc there. And this is so that your pinky or so could fit in, and that's usually tight enough. We also want to avoid touching the hair too much because the oils from our skin will make it kind of gross. I've got one of my old bows over here. You can see my thumb rubs up against it because that's where I hold it, and it leaves the oil from my skin on it and it gets dirty. So don't touch the hair. And this bow hasn't been rosined yet. It's brand new. So watch this. If I pull an unrosined bow across my strings, it doesn't really make much sound. Compare that to a rosined bow. You can hear we get a lot of sound out of them. So, once it's tightened, what we need to do is take a rosin, or a rosin cake. This is made from refined tree sap. And I'm going to open it up. Ta-da! And you'll see that nowadays they kind of come in this long rectangular shape. They used to come in little circles, and so they looked like cakes, like kind of a sheet, or not a sheet cake, but like a white cake or something. And then this one has been used a little bit, so it's not glossy, but see how that's real shiny on the sides there? If it's a brand new rosin cake, it should be perfectly shiny, and you have to kind of get it started to get it going a little bit. So when I rosin this, I'm going to put a lot on, because this bow has never had rosin on it. I like to put my left-hand thumb on the metal piece right there so that I don't bump into it, because if I bump into that metal piece, it'll chip the rosin. If this stuff falls on a wood floor or something, it's just going to shatter into a bunch of little pieces. So I'm going to start at the very bottom here, and I'm going to push very hard, and right now I can feel it's just barely starting to grip, and I'm pushing in quite hard. You gotta do it a lot. A lot, a lot, a lot. Do, 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 do. Starting to get somewhere. The rosin itself is still opening up, and so is the string, so it's going to be a little funny. Boy, it sure needs a lot. Okay, and it's starting to get a little powdery white, but that's what it takes. You got to do something like that. And then you'll do this across the whole bow to the point where the thing looks powdery white. And then as you do this, you might notice that sometimes the bow hairs will break a little bit. That's perfectly natural for some of them to break off at first. If you lose all your bow hair, then something's wrong with your bow. But, because of the amount of pressure we have to put on it, sometimes if you break, you can either take a pair of scissors and cut those off, or you can just rip them out with your fingers, as long as you're careful. And you have to do this down the whole way. Notice that each part I'm going over is getting... I'm probably going over each section 10 to 20, maybe even 30 times. Once the rosin cake itself is going, rosin's a little easier. And a bow that has already been rosined doesn't need nearly this much, just a little bit. I'm still going down at the bottom here. Try to hold it up so you can see it. Takes a few minutes. You can see the color is changing from that kind of beige-ish yellow to a powdery white. It should look kind of like flour or sugar, or I like to think of it like a powdered wig, from the olden days. And then as you press into it, it'll spread the bow hairs apart a little bit. That's good, because then it gets around the bow hairs a little bit instead of just right on the top. One of the mistakes people make when they're doing this is they just don't put enough on, and then when they pull the bow across, it doesn't respond well. It doesn't make any sound, because this stuff is supposed to make it sticky. Do 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 do. All right, now that the rosin cake is opened up more, it's working better. So I'm just putting a ton on there. Whoops. And I lost a lot of hair. They don't all lose this much. but that's okay. And then, when you pull it across the strings, you should actually get a good sound out of it. I'm just pulling those right out. Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye. Okay, good enough. And then we can test it out a little bit and see how it sounds. Now when we pull it across, we get a good sound. You can check different parts of the strings too, just to make sure, or different parts of the bow to make sure that the whole thing is good, but that's how you rosin a bow. And now you can go play. When you're done with the bow, you'll want to loosen it again so that it doesn't have that tension in there. So the strings just kind of dangle like that. If they're dangling, then it's plenty loose. And then each time you practice, the first thing you'll do is just tighten it up a little bit. And then this is about how much rosin you would give it the second time. So once you've done it, you might just kind of go over. And then each time you practice, you can add a little bit. Every time I play for 20 or 30 minutes, I'll add a little bit more. Sometimes I'll forget for a few hours and it doesn't matter, but I'll start to play some strings where I'll notice like, oh, I'm starting to have to press harder. I'm not getting a good sound. And sometimes it's not me, it's just that it needs some more rosin. So there you go, how to take care of your bow. If you have any questions, leave a comment in the comment section. You can call me, you can text me, I'm around, and I'm available to help. And that's all for right now, so good job.